the advantage by going for the Reavers, that he's gone for Observers. Meanwhile, though, Chalrenge has gone for a Templar Archive, so and he's gone for a buttload of Zealots. Basically, he's going to get speed upgrade and probably +1 attack, and he's probably going to rush into Free's base. And this is definitely almost a Protoss versus Zerg rush here. This hardly ever happens in Zerg Protoss versus Protoss. You just don't see that many Zealots. And here comes the speedlot rush. Chalrenge, Steve Buscemi, the crazy guy from Con Air, going for the speedlot rush. This is something you never see. And here he comes. And the fact that Free's double expanded might make him a little vulnerable. Now he's rushing into these Dragoons here. Let's see if he gets an effective surround around these Dragoons. He has gotten his speedlots into range. Free desperately trying to micro his Dragoons. He's lost 2 Dragoons already. 3 Dragoons down for Free, and his Dragoons are getting swarmed by these Zealots. These Zealots are playing like speedlings. Basically, they're acting like speed Zerglings, going really close to the Dragoons, going amongst the Dragoons, and more speedlots pouring into Free's base. He might actually pick off a lot of probes, but it looks like his frontal attack has failed. But meanwhile, speedlots have gotten into each of the expansions, and now they're working on the probes. Free's gonna have to pull some good probe micro here, and he's managed to stop mining at 2 of the bases. So, doing a little bit of damage here. I still wouldn't say this is a victory, but DTs are forward for Chalrenge. He's got DTs out inside of Free's base, and Free does not have his observers in position. I did see him making 2 observers. Looks like there's 1 observer at his main base, but this DT is now going to start working on the probes at the second expansion, and at the first expansion also. He stopped mining. He hasn't picked off enough probes yet to really call this a definitive victory, but I think Chalrenge is actually pulling ahead just by stopping mining at both of these bases, and he still has speedlots milling around the front here. Absolutely genius play by Chalrenge here, going for this bizarre really, I mean, I have to say, it's a bizarre speedlot / Dark Templar rush, but it seems to be pretty effective so far. It's doing a lot of economic damage to Free, and finally these Dark Templar are getting picked off here, but this Dark Templar once again managing to walk into the second expansion, picking off more probes. I think he's up to 6 probe kills already. So good work there by Chalrenge rather. Chalrenge does have +1 attack, and looks like he's actually retreating away from the Observer. He probably saw the Observer blur there. And more speedlots and some High Templar up for Chalrenge. So Chalrenge might decide to get some Archons, or just perhaps speedlots with Storm. Seems that way, at least. And finally, now he's getting his robotics support bay, robotics facility. God, I keep confusing them. But robotics facility, and no Reavers out for Free. I'm just very surprised by that. Really, some Reavers would have taken care of the speedlot rush like basically like nothing. Just like basically Reavers just completely eat up speedlots, and really just there's not much you can do about that. But Free has decided to go for observers, which I think was just a pretty big mistake. And Chalrenge getting a +2 attack, it seems, for his units. So even more of an upgrade advantage for him now. And more speedlots. Now comes a second push, I think, from Chalrenge. No, it looks like he's going to continue sitting in space. Oh, and he storms the observer! Nice play by Chalrenge, storming the observer. And note that Chalrenge still does not have any observers of his own, nor does he have any range units of his own. He's relying completely on this melee attack force here, and now he's going for a storm drop with that shuttle. Definitely an unorthodox build from Chalrenge, but certainly interesting build. He's gone from a 2-gate pure Zealot rush into Forge / Cannon defense into Speedlot High Templar Dark Templar. Definitely not the normal progression. Normally what you see is fast Dragoons followed by robotics facility. But we're seeing something amazing from Chalrenge here, and he might actually pull it off because he's done so much economic damage to Free, and I believe he's probably going to do more damage right now with this drop. Free is unprepared for this drop, completely unprepared, and wow, here it comes. Here comes the drop. This shuttle might get taken out, but actually Free's doing a good job of running away his probes, so looks like it's actually not going to do too much damage here. Getting a storm off, and actually that was a completely failed storm drop. Just storming a couple of Zealots, that's just going to kill some shields. So Chalrenge, so poor micro there, not managing to do much damage, but he's actually drawn away the forces enough for him to do a frontal attack. Now going an attack up the ramp in the middle here, and getting some decent storms off on those Zealots, but looks like Chalrenge is going to be forced to pull back once the Dragoons get there. Of course, the weakness of this build is that basically against the fixed defense, he's not going to be able to do too much with a couple of cannons. It looks like Free is actually building a couple of cannons now. And with the number of Dragoons that Free has, basically, Chalrenge is going to have to run away every time those Dragoons get in place. Oh, and storming nothing, but they're getting a decent storm, killing another observer off. And looks like Free might actually... nope, Chalrenge is not going to go up the ramp. And Free is going to hold this ramp pretty well, but he's certainly getting stormed. He's storm bait there, standing up there and milling around. And meanwhile, 3 Archons going up for Chalrenge. He's using those High Templar, now changing them into Archons. So really, really interesting play from Chalrenge. And more High Templar. He's spending all of his gas getting High Templar. And using all of his minerals on speed lots, of course. Very well upgraded speed lots. And I believe this is a, +2 attack for Chalrenge's units. And Free looks like he's actually forced to build a couple of photon cannons just to deal with these marauding speed lots. And for some reason, Free has not managed to go for a successful attack yet. Basically, he's actually got a large army, though. He's finally got speed zealots of his own. And now he's going to be going for attack at Chalrenge's second expansion. Chalrenge might be in a bit of trouble because his force is just better designed for attack than for defense because he doesn't have those ranged units. Finally, Chalrenge, I think, has a couple of Dragoons up. He might decide that now is the time to change tech a little bit, change his unit composition. Yeah, he does have a couple of just 3 or 4 Dragoons up, and the shuttle perhaps going for another drop here. This really reminds me a lot of what a Protoss would do against a Zerg player who is going, say, Hydra Ling or something, or Lurker Ling, going for the Speedlot / Archon / High Templar combination. You really don't see this Protoss versus Protoss, though. And, okay, so now Chalrenge going for the drop here, dropping 2 Zealots to absorb. Oh, just 4 Zealots, actually. But Free actually doing a brilliant job there of microing the cannon so it'll hit the shuttle and costing Chalrenge one of the shuttles. But meanwhile, Free's actually going to have to pull some forces back, or else he's going to lose that Nexus. Free's attention getting distracted here, and going in for a big attack. Chalrenge going for the big attack. Great storms on Free's units there. And wow, Chalrenge is just picking apart all those Zealots in the front with so many Archons. And the problem is Free does not have his Dragoons in position. And Chalrenge actually has made a lot of Dragoons in the meanwhile, switching completely from Speedlots into Dragoons and catching Free off guard. Free actually went for a lot of Speedlots to counter Chalrenge's Speedlots, but in the nick of time, Chalrenge switched back into Dragoons, and now pretty much Free was caught with his pants down again, and now Free's going to lose his third expansion he was trying to put up here in the middle, and Free GG's. So Free has just taken too much economic damage, and Chalrenge has managed to beat him with this really innovative strategy. We'll have to see if Chalrenge does some kind of crazy ceremony. Chalrenge, of course, known for his ceremonies also, and he deserves a ceremony. He just pulled off something completely out of the box there, thinking outside of the box, going for a creative build. And what is Chalrenge going to do? Oh, Chalrenge has an OGN doll there. I think he's just going to toss this pillow into the crowd. And just a polite bow for him, so no crazy ceremonies. Hanbit is down 2-0 in the series. I won't be doing any more casting, but if you guys want to watch the Yarnak versus, Yarnak and his partner versus the 2v2 team, you can check them out in the next game. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I'm going to be doing one more single cast today from the series between CJ and... I forgot which one, but anyway, hope you guys enjoy CJ versus WeMade. So hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Cholerasc signing off.